Hey guys, it's Heat Dude. I guess I decided to come back on here, do part two, talking about Marvel's Miles Morales, or the character itself. I guess, I enjoyed doing the first video, so I decided to come back on here and do a part two. But again, the one thing I do love is like how much, even in the game, I guess, I don't know, I feel like in the game or the Insomniac series, Peter Parker's more of like a mentor to Miles and Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider Verse. Because I don't know, again, he's not really as old and he seems more relatable at some point. And again, I don't know, Miles in Insomniac series, he goes through so much, and it just is like it's crazy. Like he loses his friend Finn Mason, who again wasn't a very good person. Well, for a lot of reasons. The one thing I do like is that when he said goodbye to Finn in the game, he literally, I guess, brought back one of their projects that they both made together in middle school, and they put both their names on it, which I'll admit that kind of made me tear up a little bit because, like, I don't know, she was his best friend, and it's just like it wasn't until she became the Tinkerer that they became enemies. Which is like, I can't imagine what it would be like to really fight one of your best friends. Because it's like, I don't know, not to mention one of your family members as well. It's like, I gotta admit, I don't know, her team or her henchmen and goons was like I remember it was like some of the hardest people I've ever fought in the game. And it's just like, the one thing I didn't understand, because they had her brother Rick Mason in the game. And again, it's like he seemed like a pretty good dude, which I think I remember he was her older brother or something. But then I guess they were trying to literally expose Roxxon or something. And I also completely forgot, but I guess that's when, he gets killed when he accidentally gets locked in there by mistake or something. And again, I believe that's basically Finn's origin on how I guess she becomes the Tinkerer, which again, it's just like in some way I think it's justified, but the way she like completely like just loses her shit towards Miles, even when I guess after she finds out he's Spider-Man, it's just like, it's really fucked up. I mean, I even always thought the part where Miles literally saves Peter and goes head to head with Rhino and his fucking venom or bioelectric powers manifest. Like, he just literally straight up says, bro, back the hell off. Like, and then he fucking just pounds him right in the fucking face with his fist, which I don't know, I still thought that was pretty damn cool in my opinion. But honestly, like, again, the one thing I don't know. I just see, I don't know. I didn't know until this game came out, or Into the Spider-Verse came out, that apparently it was called Venom powers. Which, okay, now I figured out from, well, again, I had to say this again, but like, I still thought the part between him and Rhino was pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's like, I even said this while playing the game, a little bit of the game yesterday. Like, it makes Peter Parker seem a little bit weak if he can't really take on the Rhino anymore. But I even said while playing the game that the guy who voices the Rhino would make a really good Juggernaut, but at the same time, I would love to see it, a head-to-head or, team up with a Juggernaut and Rhino. Because, they're both really, big, massive characters. So it's like, in my opinion, it makes sense. But, again, I don't hate Genki, but it's like, I don't understand why he had to be the one to literally come up with calling his powers Venom. I'm like, okay, dude. It's like, it seems a little stupid that, okay, maybe they didn't know about Venom yet because they were just doing this before they found out about him. But it's like, why do they have to name one of his powers after one of Spider-Man's iconic Rogues Gallery villains? It's like, I personally think it's probably fucking dumb to really call all his powers Venom, but that's just me. But, like, I do think the fights between Miles and Roxxon is, like, some of the best, gameplay I've ever seen in my life. Or, some of the best fight scenes in any superhero media I've ever seen. Even the ones between not just, him and Roxxon, but Roxxon and Tinker's henchmen and, Finn's henchmen and shit. It's like, I think it's actually pretty awesome in my opinion. And it's like, I hope they kind of recreate some more of that stuff and, more superhero media. But like, and I cannot, oh my god, this shit really annoyed me because I had to really look up a bunch of YouTube videos on how to do this. I hated, for the life of me, having to do the stupid fucking sound sample bullshit with his fucking Uncle Aaron, or AKA the Prowler. I hated that crap. But the one thing I do like is how good, again, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I like how good of a mentor Peter Parker is in these games. Because, like, he ain't, he's not so hard on them. Which, again, it's like, not being hard on the kid makes him a really good mentor, in my opinion. And it's like, just by being a good mentor, he really knew how to rise up and, become the best version of himself. Not just the best Spider-Man. But, like, again, like, he was like, I had to be me. It's like, yeah, you do. It's like, which I think is one of the most awesome Peter Parker things I've ever heard. I also like some of the suits, like I guess maybe the sportwear suit, which is okay. Because, he's like wearing a fucking coat in probably fucking somewhere around 0-degree weather. I also do like the homemade suit, which is like, whenever it comes to Spider-Man, that's, some of my favorite suits is like, when their start out suit or their OG suit before they actually, end up having the actual, for real suit for once. But like, another one I also like is his ultimate suit from Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors. Now that one I think is actually pretty good because like, it just basically feels like they basically put a 2D animated Miles Morales Spider-Man suit in a 3D third-person open-world game. I also like the Bodega cat suit or something. Wait, I mean, again, I've been wearing that suit a little bit while playing as Miles Morales. And it's like, I think it's like, in my opinion, one of the best suits in the game. Because it's like, you're not only just wearing fucking winter clothing, but you're also just swinging around with a fucking cat inside of a backpack. It's like you got your own, fucking feline sidekick with fucking 9 lives. It's like, in my opinion, that's like one of the best ideas they've ever had for a suit in a video game I've ever seen. It's like, the one thing I never understood is like, why the dude had to literally name the cat Spider-Man. Like, that's one of my number one things, only reason why I remember that suit is because the cat's name is Spider-Man. But, again, like, personally, I wanted to do a video talking about this game, per se, because I think Insomniac does a damn good job representing the character of Miles Morales and stuff. And I also love, and I never noticed this until like 5 years after the game came out, they literally referenced the fucking Insomniac logo. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, like, I love when video games reference their own company logo, or the company just references their own logo in a video game. Like, bro, that's awesome. So, yeah. Again, I guess that's it today for me talking about Marvel's Miles Morales Part 2. I might do a Part 3, maybe not talking about the video game, because I feel like that's this whole video what it's been, but maybe talking about something else about Miles Morales. So I guess leave a comment down below if you guys want to. Subscribe, share, see you guys later. Peace out.